Ever wondered what that big complex thing under your car's hood is really doing? Well, one of the most crucial parts is the transmission. Think of it as the messenger that takes power from your engine and sends it to the wheels, making your car go. It lets you speed up, slow down, and even idle at a stoplight without stalling the engine. The magic is all in the gear ratios. It adjusts them so you can accelerate quickly from a stop or cruise efficiently on the highway, saving your engine from unnecessary wear and tear. Now, not all transmissions are created equal. You've probably heard of manual and automatic, but there's a bit more to it. Let's break down the four main types you'll find in cars today. First up, the classic manual transmission, or the stick shift. This is the OG with a clutch pedal and a gear shifter that puts you, the driver, in complete control. Inside, you have a set of gears on two shafts. When you press the clutch pedal, you're disconnecting the engine from the transmission, which allows you to shift gears smoothly. The pros? They're super reliable, often easier and cheaper to maintain, and fantastic for off-roading or heavy-duty use. Plus, not everyone can drive one, which can be a fun perk and a bit of a theft deterrent. The downside? Well, not everyone can drive one, which might make it harder to sell later. And let's be honest, it can be a workout in stop-and-go traffic. Next, we have a cool hybrid called the Intelligent Manual Transmission, or IMT. Picture a manual gearbox, but without the clutch pedal. You still shift the gears yourself, giving you full control for things like overtaking or driving down a steep hill, but without the legwork of a clutch. This is great because you get the control of a manual, and the cost is pretty close to a standard manual too. You don't even have to lift your foot off the gas when you shift, though it does help make it smoother. The main drawback is that the gear shifts aren't always as buttery smooth as other systems, since it's just all handled by an actuator working a single clutch. Then there's the automated manual transmission, the AMT. This is mechanically a lot like a manual, but sensors and actuators do all the clutch work and gear shifting for you. So no clutch pedal, just a gas and a brake. You can usually still shift manually by bumping the lever forward or backward if you want to. The car's computer, or AQ, has pre-programmed shift patterns based on your engine's RPMs. When it hits the sweet spot, it tells the system to shift. The big one here is convenience. It's way less tiring than a true manual. Compared to a full automatic, AMTs are often more fuel efficient because less power is lost. The one catch is that because it relies on those preset RPMs, it might sometimes upshift when you're trying to overtake someone, which can be a little surprising. Finally, the one most people know, the automatic transmission. It does all the work for you. No gear stick, no clutch pedal. The engine is connected to something called a torque converter, which then connects to a complex gear system. The torque converter uses fluid to transfer power from the engine to the transmission. Imagine a fan blowing on another fan. That's the basic idea. This power then goes into what's called a planetary gear system. It looks a bit like a solar system, with a central sun gear and smaller planet gears revolving around it, all held within a ring gear. The different speeds and combinations of these gears are what give you the different gear ratios you need, all without you having to lift a finger. It's complex, but it makes for a super smooth and easy driving experience. So there you have it, the four main types of transmissions you'll see on the road. Each one has its own unique way of getting the job done with its own set of pros and cons. The first automatic transmission used in a production car was the Hydromatic Oldsmobile model in the 1940s. Fast forward to today, and you'll find them in most large SUVs and trucks. The biggest pro? They're incredibly easy to use. Just put it in drive and go. This makes for a really comfortable and relaxed driving experience, not just for you, but for your passengers too. However, they do have a downside. Automatic transmissions are complex systems. With so many moving parts, there's a lot that can potentially fail. And when they do, maintenance and repairs can be significantly more expensive than their manual counterparts. Next up, let's talk about the continuously variable transmission, or CVT. You might have heard of these as they're super common in smaller, fuel-efficient cars and are also gaining popularity in hybrids. Fun fact, the basic technology has been used in snowmobiles for years. A CVT offers a driving feel similar to an automatic, but how it works is completely different. In fact, it has no gears at all. Instead, it uses a clever system of belts and pulleys to create a seemingly infinite number of gear ratios. So how does it work? Picture two cones for each pulley, connected by a strong chain belt. One pulley is connected to the engine, and the other sends power to the wheels. A computer in the car constantly analyzes your driving and adjusts these pulleys. The cones can move closer together or farther apart, changing the diameter of the path the belt travels. As one pulley gets larger, the other gets smaller. This allows the CVT to find the absolute perfect ratio for any situation, whether you're accelerating onto the highway or just cruising through town. This is what gives cars with CVTs that signature strong and seamless acceleration, with no feeling of gears shifting. The main advantages of a CVT are pretty clear. First, you get the smoothest ride possible because there are no gear shifts to feel. Second, they offer fantastic fuel efficiency. Since the engine is always operating at its most efficient speed for the conditions, you save more gas. And finally, they respond very quickly to changes in your driving, like when you need a sudden burst of power. But they aren't perfect for every situation. CVTs are generally not suited for heavy-duty or off-road conditions. Also, you don't get the engine braking effect that you would with a traditional manual transmission, where downshifting helps slow the car down. Now, let's shift gears to something a bit sportier, the semi-automatic transmission. You can think of this as a clutchless manual. Structurally, it's almost identical to a manual transmission, but with one key difference. In a manual car, you press a clutch pedal with your foot to change gears. In a semi-automatic, there is no clutch pedal. Instead, a sophisticated computer uses sensors and processors to automatically engage and disengage the clutch for you whenever you move the gear selector. The computer is constantly monitoring things like engine torque, vehicle speed, and how far you're pressing the accelerator to make these shifts happen perfectly. So driving a semi-automatic feels very similar to driving a manual, giving you that connected, engaging experience, but without the hassle of working a clutch pedal in stop-and-go traffic. They offer some great benefits. The shifts are often smoother and more precise than what an average driver can achieve with a manual. This efficiency means there's no lag time or slippage during gear changes, translating to better performance. On the flip side, just like a traditional automatic, they are complex. This complexity means more potential points of failure. Maintenance can be more expensive than a simple manual, and if a major repair is needed, it can be so costly that sometimes it's more economical to replace the entire unit. Finally, we arrive at the top of the performance ladder, the dual clutch transmission, or DCT. As the name suggests, a DCT uses two separate clutches. One clutch controls the odd-numbered gears first, third, fifth, and so on, while the other handles the even-numbered gears. This brilliant design allows the transmission to pre-select the next gear before the shift even happens. The result? Incredibly fast, almost instantaneous gear changes that a conventional manual or automatic simply can't match. Most cars with a DCT can be driven in a fully automatic mode, or you can take control and shift manually using paddles mounted on the steering wheel. Both semi-automatics and dual-clutch transmissions offer cutting-edge performance. The lightning-fast gear changes give a level of performance that was once reserved for the racetrack. Today, you'll find these advanced gearboxes mainly in high-end sports cars and supercars, but this performance comes at a price. They are quite expensive to manufacture, and that cost is passed on to the buyer. This disadvantage is magnified by their extreme complexity. More complex systems often mean more frequent and more expensive repairs down the line. So there you have it, a tour of the most common types of transmissions on the road today. From the simple comfort of an automatic to the seamless efficiency of a CVT and the raw performance of a dual clutch, each has its own unique strengths and weaknesses. Hopefully, this helps you understand a little more about what's going on between your engine and your wheels. What kind of transmission does your car have, and what do you love or hate about it? Did I miss anything you think is important? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. I read every single one. For more deep dives like this, be sure to visit our website. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one.